Today we have gathered here to talk about the recent tragedies that have taken part in the Arctic region. Today we have here the representatives of Egypt, the United States of America, Russia and India. So, to start with you, Russia. In view of the current incidents in the Arctic region, do you really want us to believe that all that has happened is just a lucky or unlucky coincidence? What I want to ask actually is, couldn't it be that the German submarine was actually attacked by your submarine?
Well, at the moment, our biggest concern is actually with the fact that Canada are holding hostage one of our ships and the crew on that ship. For the past 6 months, Russia has been very concerned with returning our citizens, something Canada has consistently refused. For this reason, we are being very adamant and trying to get this returned before we address any other concerns. Regarding your question, we have no information about any attacks going on. It was a very unfortunate accident and we are doing our best to sort out this with Germany.
Okay, thank you very much. Turning to you, United States of America, well, we everybody know that you are a very powerful country, but doesn't it make you nervous that there are so many different countries that are present in the Arctic region right now? Since it is your government's policy to increase the United States' presence in the region, to implement your northern security policy and to defend economical interests?
Currently, yes, we are invested in the region. We view both Russia and Canada as very strong allies of ours, and we wish to see that this tension is de-escalated. Currently, with our stance in the Arctic Ocean, we stand by, along with our NATO allies as requested by the Obama administration and by other governments, we stand by this multilateral action in the fact that Security Council, currently without China in the room, is unable to set forward a set resolution, and we feel that NATO is the next best possible option for multilateral accepted action by the international community.
Yes, as we heard, the Chinese representatives are missing, so luckily we have a representative of Asia, so it will be very interesting to listen to the Asian perspective on the matter.
So you want a general broad perspective?
Exactly.
The Indian government is of the opinion that generally the whole Arctic region should rest or be left as international waters, to be so that the natural resources that are located there can be exploited by all the nations of the earth. So we don't have solely literal states having the benefit of the vast energy resources that are located there, because states like India have a huge demand for energy in the future, and we need to satisfy this demand.
That's very interesting. What are your views on the matter in the United States of America? Because, as we all know, the environment is a very important matter, also for you, so don't you think we should maybe concentrate more on the saving of the area?
Most definitely, it is a strong conviction of the Obama administration to put forward environmental protection, especially in the Arctic region, seeing it as so fragile and it has been a contested topic over the last 5 years. It is the USA's belief that, yes, while environmental protection is extremely important, a lot of nations are also seeking to provide their own energy security and energy independence. When you say major powerhouses and energy providers. And while the US respects this, at the same time we also need to be conscious of Canadian national waters, international waters as well. So we would like to further say that some of these contested waters are considered international by the United States. So at the same time we're trying to respect, yes, the environmental concerns that we hold very dearly, and the security tensions that we see are also threatening our borders as well as Canada's.
Okay, continuing with Egypt, you have the Suez Canal, which is also a very important seaway. Aren't you afraid that if the traffic in the Northwestern Passage increases, it will decrease in the Suez Canal?
Actually, this is our main concerning and why we don't understand, first of all, the claim of the Canadian government. The government of Egypt really see this as a danger because consider in the scheme of things, Europe is in a crisis, in a financial crisis. We came up from a revolution that established a new order, and our economy is literally weak. And such a claim we cannot consider, it is impossible not to consider as a danger for our own interest. And moreover, we don't realize why such a region, which is fundamental for the global warming balance, must be, this issue must be managed by the Russian Federation or the US or India, which they produce much more pollution over the average. So this is one of the things that we will not support any kind of resolution that could support this kind of the claim from the Canadian government.
Thank you very much. As we all can see, the topic is very, very difficult, and finding a compromise will be a challenge for all the United Nations Security Council members. We hope they will do their best and we'll find a solution to that matter. Thank you and good night.